Yo, welcome to the Go for the Gusto show. I'm your host, Wally X, aka Wally X the War Machine, aka the Gusto Head Honcho. This is the Go for the Gusto show where we talk about the daily topics and current events on a day-to-day. What's happening around your way and in mainstream media and not so mainstream media. That being said, if any of y'all ever watched the movie Taken and you know what it's about, that's pretty much gonna be our topic for the day. Sex trafficking and human trafficking. I chose that because I came across this interesting article about a week ago about this one particular character out in South Carolina who is a sex trafficking / pedo sicko, but that's neither here nor there. It was one thing I read in particular that stood out in this article that might attribute and bring something to shed light on and awareness on in the networking or the process of sex trafficking. Now, this comes on the heel of a conversation I was having less than a week ago, but it correlates with the article I was reading. And somebody brought it to me. I wasn't even thinking about it, but lets me know why I even need to speak on this topic even more. But for those that know about the horrid and twisted activities that was going on Epstein Island, it correlates with the sex trafficking. So for those that don't know, go do your research because I'm not about to break that down. I'm just about to get into the entry levels or the sender end of the pipeline, for lack of a better term. That being said, it was a guy out in where there's this guy, he's locked up right now in Florence, South Carolina. Well, that's where it took place. By the name of Jason Roger Pope. Age 43 right about now. But they locked him up late 2019, convicted and charged him in January 2020. But he had a rather lengthy criminal rap sheet before that, excuse me. That being said, his rap sheet goes back as far as 1995 all the way up to August of 2019, excuse me. Jason Roger Pope, aka DJ Kid, that being his front, pretty much would prey on the age group of not only black girls, but majority black young girls from the ages of 13 through 16. And how he would lure them in and prey on them is through his DJing cachet or moniker, should I say. And he would tell them if they help him pass out flyers or promote parties, he'd pay them. Well, he wasn't paying for them to do that. That was just the intro. Really, he would lure them in with that and then offer them drugs, marijuana, and proposition them with money for sexual favors. Now, some young girls are twisted enough to prostitute themselves out, but regardless of the fact, we not here to point that out or make that an issue. That's not even the point of this video. You looking for that, go somewhere else. But they're still minors. Point blank period. It's sick, twisted, predatorial. That being said, this dude has quite a bevy of charges. And with him having such a bevy of charges, or a plethora of charges, I got to asking myself, because some of these are serious offenses, multiple of the sex trafficking type, which is what he's locked up for now. He's locked up on 14 charges, 6 of the sex trafficking type. But prior to that, he had some sex trafficking charges, which he never served time for, according to this transcript of his rap sheet. I don't got all of them, but I have a couple examples, because his video, the whole video would take up his rap sheet if I took time to give you his whole rap sheet. So I just picked and chose a few things just to give you insight, inform you on what type of criminal activity this guy was into. So going back, we're starting December 95. His first criminal charge was impersonating a police officer. Majority states it's a misdemeanor, with up to a year sentence and $1,000 or $2,000 fine. One place is a felony that I know for sure is Illinois, and a $25,000 fine in the state of Illinois. Other than that, his sentence for that was 1 year, but it was suspended, and he was given 2 years probation. First offense, okay, cool. 2 years probation though. So with that being said, those 2 years probation, 2 months later, in February of 96, the impersonating police was December of 95, my fault, of 95. Now, we in February of 96, he's getting another charge of promoting prostitution to a minor. That had a 30-month sentence suspended due to the Florence Police Department getting involved in the case. It doesn't say to what extent, but it just says on the public transcript that they were involved. Whatever. Let's move right along, because I want to get through this. August of 97, still within that 2-year probationary period. Arrested for assault and battery. He was fined after his conviction. Still not locked up while on probation for violating probation. To my understanding, you're not supposed to get any more charges, but whatever. Moving right along. September 4th, 2001. Arrested and charged with forgery. He was convicted and given a suspended sentence of 5 years. 5 years jail time suspended. Not a month, not 2 months, none of that time, just suspended. Okay. 2 years probation. Again. Now that happens September 2001 from his first 2-year probation, which he got in 95. Now, we're about to get to the meat of what I want to bring to light in this video. December 2017, a deputy was called out by one of his victims. 16-year-old girl called in, said she was feeling suicidal. Called the deputy. Had him come out. She gave a report. In the report, she's telling about basically what was making her suicidal was him harassing her, going to some of her friends, trying to find her when she decided to cut him off. Even though she was complicit in some of the acts, I guess she reached her breaking point and decided that she didn't want no more parts of it, or she realized that she was being preyed upon. Whatever, what have you. She's telling that not only is he trying to track her down through her friends, he's also smearing her with photos and video of those two on the internet. So basically harassing her and intimidating her through social media. She also, this is the nugget that spiked my ears, or my inquisition or curiosity. She also told in the report that he's told her before that his father is a federal judge and he can pretty much get away with what he wants to. Now, be it alleged or no, once this was reported by the police officer, he documented it and submitted his paperwork to administration, says the report. The case was administratively closed. No charges was brought against this guy. The conclusion of that case, or that report, in that situation and scenario, was administratively closed. So that's what happened with that. Even with the information that she gave the deputy that he told her allegedly. Is there facts to that? I tried to trace it down personally myself, but it's yet to be even asked about or investigated. Was the last report as far as that goes. But just to move a little bit further past that, still he's not been locked up or made to serve any time behind any of these crimes that I've mentioned. May of 2018, his own family member called to make a report to the police, which at the end of that, he was not apprehended. But the family member herself said she had proof of have seen and witnessed videos and text messages from females she know in the neighborhood that have been victimized by him, or they may be related or relatives of girls that were victimized by him, to the point where it caused her to almost want to be suicidal, because she's driving herself crazy as a family member of his. Whenever they meet, he hugs her inappropriately, she gives a report of. So dude is just an all-around weirdo pretty much. But even though it's not too much really about him and more about the report of the 16-year-old alleging what he told her, let's just say, for argument's sake, what he allegedly told her, let's say that's true. So how deep does this rabbit hole go? Because we know that the higher echelon of people, or the high profile name people, they not out here, they have too many engagements to tend to, should I say, rather than to be running around here chasing out some little girls, even though that's what they indulge in. Little girls or little boys, whatever. It's all wrong. So where is the funnel in to this pipeline that delivers these not only missing little girls, but missing little children all around. Just some food for thought. Anyhow, you like the content? You want to hear more? Leave comments on what you like to see me do research and bring to you and break down, deconstruct. Like, comment, subscribe, leave suggestions, share, help grow the channel. You know my saying, it's time to get up and go for the gusto. You're not getting up going for the gusto, what you getting up for? I'm about to get up out of here. You got work to do. Get active. Stay humble. Peace.